I'm Ted Keys in Pasadena, California. Welcome to my Tuesday conference call, a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top-producing freight agents. Go to tedkeysonline.com for complete call information. Then join us weekly to see new, serious, struggling, and experienced sales professionals move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. So watch my recorded call topic highlighted there on your screen right now. Then go to tedkeysonline.com and hear more podcasts, read more blog posts, watch more videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. Enjoy watching and applying my Tuesday conference call. Hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. I'm Ted Keys, your top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This is a free high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you'll see a host of products available. First one that you'll see available is my flagship product, first one I've come up with. That is my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. However, when you join our top producing freight sales office, I do provide this for you free of charge. It is your guide that you will utilize to success. Second product that you'll see available there is my Freight Sales Success Quotes. This profession requires you to get on the phone daily and speak to the marketplace. These quotes will assist you in doing so. Third product you'll see available there is my Freight Sales Success Skills. You're going to see that this profession requires a tremendous amount of skills to be successful. These skills will get you up and running and toward success in no time. Next product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Training. This is a 17 video series that will take you from knowing little or nothing about the freight industry to watching the videos and covering your first load and beyond. All these products available today at my Freight Sales Success Store at tedkeysonline.com. And while you're there taking in all this free information, click on the contact link. When you do that, that will take you to my contact page. When you arrive there, off to the right, enter your contact details. By doing that, you'll receive your weekly free email invite to this and every call. By doing that, you'll also receive the free attachments that I provide on each and every call. You'll also receive my free report that's been downloaded thousands of times before, 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. And if you have any questions today involving my topic today, or more specifically, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Then give me a call. Ted Keys, I'm at 626-309-9141. Today's training topic is stop making these freight sales excuses. Let me say that one more time. Yes, stop making these freight sales excuses. So for those of you who are on my email contact list and you received a host of invites to this call today, go to any one of those invites, scroll down to the bottom, and we will go over and we are going to go over all the attachments that are down at the bottom there. These attachments, again, are free of charge. They will assist you. They're for you to utilize. We'll go over them one by one today, and they are for your assistance in becoming that successful freight sales agent that you desire and require to be. So let's talk about stop making these freight sales excuses. Scroll down to that first attachment, and we are going to go over attachment number 1, which is titled Stop Making These Freight Sales Excuses. If there's one thing I'm familiar with and in receiving from my agents, whether they're just beginning or whether they're, they've been around a while, is unfortunately I hear excuses as to why they won't do something, particularly connect with the marketplace. Actually pick up this tool here and make the required calls that you must do to become successful. Those are freight sales excuses, plain and simple. Today we're going to talk about how to stop making those freight sales excuses. So go ahead and open up attachment number 1, and let's go over attachment number 1. Basically, everyone unfortunately makes up excuses, and that's unfortunate. Most freight sales agents actually have their favorites. Again, that's unfortunate as well, that they use over and over again. And unfortunately, I hear them over and over again. So instead of ignoring them, let's go ahead and confront these nasty little buggers so they don't distract you anymore. Now, an excuse, and just giving you a quick definition, an excuse is a justification for doing or mainly not doing something. The dictionary implies that it's a reason. However, in reality, an excuse usually turns out to be something other than the real reason that motivates your actions, or specifically their lack thereof. For example, let's say your excuse for being late to work is due to traffic. Now remember, in our profession, we aren't going to be late for work because we produce from the comfort of our home. But let's just say, for example, your reason for being late is due to traffic. That's not truly the reason you didn't make it to work on time, believe it or not. The reason you were late actually is because you left home without allowing enough time for traffic. That's the real reason why you were late. You didn't allow yourself enough time for traffic. It's not because of traffic. It's because you didn't allow yourself enough time to sit in traffic, as we're well aware of here in Southern California. Excuses are never the reason why you did or you didn't do something. No, they're not. They're just a revision of the facts that you make up in order to help yourself feel better about what just happened, or about mainly what didn't happen. In our case, getting on the phone, connecting with the marketplace. And making excuses won't change your situation. Only getting to the real reason behind it will, in fact, do this. The first thing that you must know about excuses is that they never ever improve your situation. Making up excuses daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is, will never assist you in improving your situation, as I said earlier. The second thing to know is which ones you use on a regular basis. Think about it. Which excuses do you use on a regular basis, and regardless of who that's with? Do any of these excuses that I'm just going to go over right now sound familiar to you? Do any of these sound familiar? I have to find balance in my life. I'm overworked. I'm underworked. Too many people work here. Not enough people work here. We don't have enough people at our particular place of employment. Ted sucks. Ted won't help me. Ted won't leave me alone. Ted won't stop attempting to motivate me so I become the success that I truly have the capability of becoming. I don't have time to call my prospects. I don't have time for anything. My prices are too high. My prices are too low. The prices that Ted assisted me at quoting are too high. The prices that Ted assisted me in quoting are too low. My prospect won't call me back. My customers won't call me back. My customer canceled the load. My prospect canceled the load. My customer won't tell me the truth. My customer doesn't have any money. Yeah, right, doesn't have any money. The economy is bad. Boy, how many times do you hear that? Listen to the news every single night and believe me, you will hear that the economy is bad. We don't have, or I can't find the right carriers to provide the service. No one in this world is motivated. I'm not motivated. My teacher, my trainer is not motivated. Prospects, my customers, my prospects, they all have bad attitudes. No one told me that that was going to happen. It was my carrier's fault. It was my customer's fault. It was my prospect's fault. It was Ted's fault, the reason why that happened. My customer keeps changing their minds. I require a vacation. When in reality, that's the last thing you require. The competition is always undercutting me. I have such bad luck. I mean, there is just a slew of excuses that you and everyone that you come in contact with uses on a daily basis. Let me ask you this. Are you bored yet? Are you bored yet from all these worthless words that I'm throwing at you? Well, here's the thing. I am. Why am I? Because I hear this on a regular basis. So how many of these have you used? That's my question to you. Make a note of every excuse you've ever heard come out of your mouth. Now ask yourself, did any of those excuses actually improve your situation? Really think about it. Any excuse you've ever used over your lifetime, did any one of them ever improve your situation? Here's my answer to you. I highly doubt it. So why then do so many people make them so often? Let me say that again. Why do so many people, and including you, make them so often? That is, make excuses so often. Does it even matter? Remember, an excuse is just an alteration of reality. Nothing about it will move you to a better situation. The fact that your customer doesn't have the money is not going to assist you in getting that load that you've been seeking after. The fact that you only have bad luck is not going to change your so-called luck. In fact, when you keep telling yourself that long enough, you'll start to expect it, thereby ensuring that things will continue to be bad, and unfortunately, you'll then believe it, which will, in the end, continue to give you bad luck, believe it or not. Here's what you've got to do. You must understand the differences between making excuses and providing actual sound reasons for the events that are taking place. A massive difference between successful freight sales agents and unsuccessful freight sales agents is that unsuccessful ones simply, I take it back, the massive difference between successful freight sales agents and unsuccessful freight sales agents is that successful freight sales agents simply do not make excuses. It's that simple. They're also unreasonable when it comes to providing reasons, at least for failure as well. When you make success an option, then it won't be an option for you. It's that simple. Let me say that again. When you make success an option, then making excuses will never ever be an option for you. I'll say it again. It's that simple. No excuse exists that can or will make you successful. Let me say that again. No excuse out there exists that can or will make you successful. My question to you is then why do you use them? Engaging in self-pity and excuse-making are signs that someone has an extremely minimal degree of responsibility. So let me give you a couple examples here. These are examples of responses to why you did not get a particular load or a particular lane. So compare these two responses. Here's your first response. I didn't get the load because my prospect gave it to someone else. That's your first response. Response number one, let me say it again. I didn't get the load because my prospect or my customer gave the load to somebody else. Response number two is I didn't get the load because I didn't secure the truck for them. Response number two again is I didn't get the load because I did not secure the truck for my prospect or my customer. The first statement that I said assumes no responsibility for not getting the load, while the second one does. Not only that, it identifies a solution. Once you adopt a more advanced sense of responsibility and refuse to make any more excuses, then you go out and you search for those solutions. As an added bonus, you'll avoid such situations in the future. End of story. Really think about this statement. The quality, really think about this statement that I'm going to give you. This basically ties up everything that I'm talking about here about making excuses. The quality of being rare is what makes something valuable. Let me say that again. The quality of being rare is what makes something valuable. So anything that's plentiful has very little worth. Again, let me say that again. Anything that's plentiful has very little worth. Excuses are one item that people seem to have an almost endless supply of. Because they're so plentiful, excuses have no value. Because they do not forward your desire to create more success for yourself, they're worthless uses of your energy. Let me give you an example. This is an example of something that we use on a daily basis. Let me talk about air. It's infinite. Because it's infinite, it has no value. Yes, it has value to our life, but it's not for sale. We can get air anywhere. That's what excuses are. There are so many of them out there that they don't do anything for us. They don't lead us to success. I can't stress how important it is that you realize that. Here's what you do in the end. Don't allow yourself, your team, your family, or anyone in your organization to use another excuse as a reason why something did not come to fruition. As the old saying goes, if it is to be, it is up to me. Great example of why you should stop making freight sales excuses. They lead to nothing. They will not get you anywhere. Let's move on. Along those topics, next time I'm going to go over my freight sales success quotes. These quotes will motivate you to become the successful freight sales agent that you are and that you desire to be, especially in this area of making excuses. So go ahead and open attachment number 2 on my email invite that I sent you today. Attachment number 2 reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, this is the most important one here, and this is a personal one. Had I, meaning me, had I made excuses and quit, attempting to reach you with my free training, we're going back now, could be a year, 2, 5 years ago, you never would have found me to receive your free training today. Let me say that again. Remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, had I, meaning me, Ted Keys, had I made excuses and quit in attempting to reach you with my free training, which you're receiving today, you never would have found me to receive it today. What's my final point in this, or my main point in this? Stop giving excuses. Had I made excuses when I attempted to reach you with my free training years ago, you would not have seen me today, because I would have stopped and quit. Because in reality, we all have the ability to make excuses. I could have done the same thing years ago when I attempted to reach you with this free training. However, I didn't. I kept moving forward. Now you're receiving my free training today, and you will go out and apply it. So one more time, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers next time, today, tomorrow, whenever that is, had I made excuses, had I actually made excuses, found excuses to quit while attempting to reach you with my free training, you never would have found me to receive it today. Stop giving excuses. It's that simple. Let's go on to attachment number 3, down at the bottom of your email invite today. And that is, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, don't whine when it doesn't work right away. Let me say that again. Don't whine when it doesn't work right away. Plain and simple, when we're doing something new, we are bound to fail at that particular task. And you know what? It's the failure that we go through that actually assists us in becoming successful with that task. This world today, it whines when we don't get our way right away. We're just prone to having everything right away and having everything given to us on a silver platter. It does not happen in our profession. We've got to go through the failures. We've got to keep moving forward, and in order to do that, we have to screw up along the way. So my point to you is, remember, the next time you're calling your prospects and customers, today, tomorrow, this week, don't whine if it doesn't work right away. Just continue working through that situation until you get it right. You will not be successful until it happens. So don't whine if it doesn't work right away. Let's go ahead and move on to attachment number 4, guys, down at the bottom there of your email invite that I sent you today. And that is, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that how you deal with adversity in freight sales defines what you believe. How you deal with adversity in freight sales defines what you believe. I will tell you right now, this is a profession that you will encounter adversity. Why will you encounter it? Because this is not what you're used to. You've dreamed, you've had the desire to be successful in this profession. Everyone out there has told you how easy it is and how much money you can make at it, and that is the truth. You can and you will be successful, but you've got to face adversity in the process. How you deal with that adversity will define what you believe. If you make excuses, if you quit right away, that's what you believe, because that's what you've been taught. Here's the thing. You've got to deal with adversity in order to be successful in this profession. You've just got to go through that circle of life and learn how to be successful. But you're gonna face adversity. So it's how you deal with that adversity in this profession that defines what you believe. Do you believe that you should quit right away and make excuses? Or do you believe, hey, I've got to get through this, because in order to get through this, then I'll become the success that I desired to be. Let's go ahead and move on to attachment number 5. Attachment number 5 reads, folks, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers that every time you say something stupid, again, every time that you say something stupid, just ask yourself, what do I not understand about this? How many times have you heard somebody say, oh, that's stupid? Oh, that's dumb. Well, really, they're saying it because they don't understand what it is. And really, that's an excuse. That's the easy thing to do. So remember, when you catch yourself saying that next time, oh, that's stupid, oh, that's dumb, really sit back and think, why am I saying that? Why am I saying it's stupid? Why am I saying it's dumb? There's something about this situation that I don't understand. So what do I not understand about it? Not only ask yourself that, and then figure out what it is that you don't understand about it. So one more time, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, whatever situation you come across that you don't understand, don't say it's stupid. Ask yourself, what is it about it that I don't understand? Let me give Ted a call. Let me email Ted right now and see what he has to say about this. So remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, every time you say something is stupid, ask yourself, what is it about this that I do not understand? And then figure it out to understand it. Let's go ahead and move on to attachment number 6 there at the bottom of your email invite for today's call, today's email. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, the lower your degree of blame, the higher your degree of success. Let me say that again. The lower your degree of blame, playing the blame game, the less you blame, the less you make excuses, the higher your degree of success. Again, it all evens out. If you make a lot of excuses, high excuses, low success. Low excuses, high degree of success. The less you blame, the more you figure it out, the less you make excuses, the more successful you will be. Particularly, your customer has no requirement or no need for your excuses. I don't have any need for your excuses. You've got to work through that adversity and those situations in order to be successful, as I've continued to say before. So remember, again, when you're calling your prospects and customers, the lower your degree of blame, the lower your degree of excuses, the higher your degree that you'll be successful in this profession. Let's move on to our last attachment there, folks. Our last attachment reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers in this profession or in anything that you do, either pay the price of discipline or pay the price of regret. One moment here, folks. This one's important for me to get some liquid into my mouth to explain this. There's a reason why you came to my call today. You're either an active agent of mine, or you're desiring to become an agent, or you're an agent with somebody else. There's a reason why you have a high degree, or you have a high want to be successful. You have a high why to be successful in this profession. Now, to be successful, you've got to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you're going to go away real easy. Here's the thing. If you quit, you're going to be regretful. You're going to regret quitting. You're going to keep saying to yourself, why didn't I attempt that? Why didn't I stick it out? But in order to stick it out, you've got to be disciplined. It's that simple. So again, real easy. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, you're going to either pay the price of discipline and be successful in this profession, or you're going to quit and you're going to pay the price of regret. You will regret making that decision to give up on this profession and on your desire to become that successful agent in this profession. Great topic today, folks. Great topic today. Just bear with me here. And that is, stop making these freight sales excuses. Stop making your freight sales excuses. And wrapping up my topic today, on stop making these freight sales excuses. And that is, do you have any questions about what I went over today? Any questions, anything about what I talked about at all? Or more importantly, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? There's a reason why you got on my call today. You got on my call today because you found value in what I was going to talk about. So more importantly, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Yes? Then give me a call. Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great having you on the call today. I'm going to ask you to come back again next week, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, to join me again on my Tuesday conference call. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you all again next week on my Tuesday conference call. Bye-bye. You've just taken a tremendous step forward by watching and applying my Tuesday conference call highlight. Do you desire to earn and learn with our top freight team and Christian-based office? Yes? We're searching for a self-starter who's serious, motivated, and ready to take action right now. Is that you? Go to tedkeysonline.com/contacts and enter your contact details. We provide top-notch freight agent sales training to you. Then you deliver those same skills with confidence to the freight industry marketplace. I'll talk to you soon.